Hey up guys, today's Christmas Eve, so I figured I'd just fly down to the unit, get these head races out and I can put the yokes back on, and then we can start building it up. So I've just sort of like tried to clean all the grease and shit away so I can see what's happening. So what I'm going to do now is use the hammer and my bit of bar to get them out. So I'll be back in 2. Right, that was relatively straightforward. You see there's a bit of rust around that one, look. Anyway, them two are out. So what I need to do now is just give this a quick clean round and I can start putting the new ones back in. Right, so these are the new ones that I need to put in. If the camera keeps going out of focus, it's because there were a tiny bit of water on the bloody lens, so then I rubbed it and smeared loads of frigging grease on it and I'm like, oh god. So anyway, so these are the new ones that I need to go in now, so we will get cracked on with that. Right, finally got the bloody new racers in. What a pain in the arse that was, I must admit. The reason being, what I tried to do was stack washers on top of like that, if you know what I mean, with the bolt, with the bar, that bolt through and tighten it up. But when I was tightening it, the washers would then start moving like that. So then it'd be off centre, so it'd pull one side in and not the other side, and when I tried moving it over, fucking hell. Yeah, anyway, so the washers kept moving, they kept moving around like that. And the other thing is, that one for the bottom race was just a fraction too big, and that one was just a fraction too small. So in future what I'm going to do is, I've got a little lathe at home, I'm going to make a little block out of aluminium, the exact diameter of the bottom one and the exact diameter of the top one. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is, and the other thing was, I had this sling off and I moved the bike and I thought it were going to fall off them fucking bits of wood, so I shit myself there. So that's why I've had to put this back on. But then I couldn't get it in because of the sling and oh god. Anyway, so that was a bit of a disaster, but finally got there. So I'm going to grease up the bearings now. I'm going to put the yokes back on. Back in 2. Right, I'm going to fly home, get the forks, because I can't tighten the top yoke up until I get the forks in. That's all moving nice now. So I want to put the forks in or something like that. And then maybe put the wheel on or something, I don't know. But I just want to get it off this sling for now. So, and while it's sunny as well, because that's a rarity, look, bloody sun. So right, I'll fly home and I'll be back down in 2 minutes. Right, I've flown home, got the wheel, the forks, got him, kept out of her indoors way because bloody hell she had a right face on her. Apparently she'd just bloody mopped up or something in the kitchen, and I walked in, well obviously look at it, it's wet through. I left footprints, so she took a right boo with me. Anyway, right, I shall get these forks on. That's the forks on. So I'm now going to put the front wheel on. And then I can get it off this winch. And we'll see if it'll wheel out. Move, Dave. Right, wheels on. Which is good. So I think now I can take them blocks away and lower it down on its own front wheel, its front end. Right, I think I've done the head bearings up a little bit too tight because they're very it's really stiff to turn, so I just need to just tweak that a tiny little bit, just loosen them off a tiny little bit. But anyway, at least we're back on two wheels again, aren't we? Which is good. So I'll just loosen off, I'll just take a tiny little bit off them head bearings. I need some air in tyres. I forgot I'd let them down, and I'll pump back one up as well. Right. So I must admit, I'm a lot happier now that it's, like I say, it's back on its own wheels. But there's still a shitload of work to do, isn't there? Fucking hell. Right, anyway. Right, oh. So I've got the calipers back on. There's just a few little things I need to do. First of all, is I need to make sure that all the cables and the wires are routed correctly and stuff like that. I'm not right happy with that choke cable, I'll be honest with you. So I need to get the manual and just see where it goes. But I'm going to call it a do for today. But at least now it's the front end's back on. So what I need to do now is move my frame. I'm not going to dismantle it just yet, I'm just going to move it back just so I can get the bike in and out, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, the front end's on, I'm a lot happier, and I'll look in the manual as to where the cables and wires go. Obviously the wires, you know, the wires plug into there and stuff like that, but it's how they get there. Same with the other side, you know, they all plug into that, but it's if they go there, if that makes sense. Right, let's get it back in, and then we can really start putting it back together then, hopefully.